Welcome to what many call the original Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, where the crowd is rocking in anticipation of the showdown we have in store. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Clemson Tigers offense will get the first possession of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Wildcats offense has the ball for the first time. Impact players for this one. What are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt. They got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
And back to the air on 2nd down. And he's got it inside the 25. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Kentucky. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Back to pass, it's Johns. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's not always the sacks on the quarterback, right? You just want to affect him. You want to get to his legs. And if you can smash him, even better. Hit him in the face, make that ball float up in the air, creates the turnover, creates the big play, momentum shift for the defense.
Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun. Give on the inside. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Johns. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the sack. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll run it to the right side. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. After trying the running game on 1st down, they come to the line on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
The Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Harris back to pass. Finds his tight end. They get him down after he makes the catch.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route run. He's beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to run for it. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. He's already got 46 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Finds his big tight end. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Leaves it with the running back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. To the air, it's Johns. Fires left, and his throw is incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead.
And he breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats!
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, Dave. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all offseason. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
He'll field the punt and take it back. He gets a block. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gonna let it fly. And it's caught inside the 15. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got his man. And the catch was one thing and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Feeling some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The give to the left. And he could not get loose on the run.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. That gives him 54 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. After the run, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. They're bringing heat. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get...
And it's caught! Touchdown, Wildcats! Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kennesaw State has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over Northwestern. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking downfield, it's Johns.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Clemson will send the punt team out. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. This drive will open from the 15. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Behind the line of scrimmage, that'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Harris will throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. The give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go to the ground. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
Here's the give off the left side. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Running back searching for a hole. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Quarterback gets past the marker. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Harris back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the route is on.
And added on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the other. A first down for the offense. They'll leave it with him. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll try the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Just going to keep it after the snap. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's right on target. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
That's a first down for the offense.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. And the Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
And after having a nice gain like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to break.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Kentucky right back to the line.
1st and goal, Kentucky.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Trying to slam in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stopped.
Touchdown, Wildcats! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to add another.
Number 1 in the end zone.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
56, Clemson, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Back to pass, it's Johns. Makes the grab down the middle. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the 4th quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
Took a shot as he threw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Clemson. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Getting that push. They pick up a 4 out to the 26.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down.
Oh, look out. Inside the 30. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. On this 1st and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. Use the play fake, now to throw. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And they're barely able to stop the score. They'll mark it at the 1. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Got it! And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the punishment has been extended.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Clemson, 7.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when...
Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 20. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And the point after is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Illinois has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this goes.
We'll take over.
Explain this.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it.
He uncorks one deep. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
You want to talk about hearts in throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Jackson gonna throw it. Coming after him. Dances away. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covered. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. And because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
Makes a connection. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.